2 tonight. It is going to be 100 Dweebs versus Quiet in the Masters Premade division. First map is going to be Pearl. We're going to see Bind as map number 2. So for once, no split. Kind of surprise too. It's not just you, because we are going to see some opening push. It will be 100 Dweebs here starting on the attack. Very spread out across the map as of right now. We'll see players just basically just all over the place here. And you're going to see the check will come in from Titanic. We'll know the location of those players. So they do know there is a presence inside of A main. Again, just look at everyone is just all over the map right now. Just looking for something. They're going to grab the spike. It does look like they're going to start swinging it here towards B. And the jump peak can come out of Beach Surf here. Is going to spot that there's at least a couple players. Beach Surf will take a few tags. And so will the Harbor in the hands of Inressa. So I'm going to see not too much is going to be ongoing for the time being. That's going to be first base. Kadooin is actually going to find one. All of a sudden, it's just going to be an execution grounds. Inressa, last Exile, all picking up kills here. As the Harbor wall is going to continue to go through Wilson now. And the accompanying Tron is going to be stuck here in the 2v5. 15 seconds to go. Is just going to lock him out of the site here. And yeah, Beach Surf finds one. Tron's going to get caught. Exile is going to find another. And that's going to be a flawless pistol round coming out of Quiet here to open things up. So they're going to be happy to just go on through, pick up everything they need. Titanic going to open up with that Judge. Very interesting choice of weapon on the eco round. But also, it's probably very much more high ranked than me, so knows something I don't, and I'm not going to question anything that is done in this lobby. You're going to see the push out back in towards mid. All 5 players are going to be grouping up here, heading towards Art. And in towards mid here, you can see Kadooin is going to be set up here inside of B-Link. Is expecting some kind of push. There's going to be 2 players here over towards Art. They're going to find one, and Inressa going to pick that one up. Push will come back though. Chisada is going to find one. Wilson will trade back on towards Inressa as well. So it's going to be a 3-on-3 here. At the end of the day, Titanic is going to be left here with that Judge over on A. Trying to clear out A long. And is going to see there's nobody here on the side. Kadooin is going to find another though, and is going to get out. So our last remaining players are going to make their way here on towards the site. That's going to be one found by the Judge by Titanic, and that's going to be the end of that as Beach Surf is going to pick up Anchor to close out the round. It's going to be a 2-0 here to start things off. That's 100 Dweebs now finally going to get back onto their guns. They will get the rifles out.
Placing alarm bot.
They're opening things up once again. It's going to be a Ghost on Inressa, Sheriff on Exile, and the other 3 players are going to maintain the weaponry that they held in the last round. Titanic is going to get aggressive with this Judge as well. It's going to be pushing all the way up A, so they know the presence is not going to be here. Kadooin and Beach Surf are both going to be playing defense here over on towards B. They know this push is on its way, and it looks like 100 Dweebs is going to reconsider this and rotate their way out the back. Or they're thinking about it at least, and it does look like they're finally going to go and get out. The Judge will make its way all the way up to the alarm bot and is going to get spotted, so it should be Titanic just backing things up here. Just going to be ready and waiting for when this push comes into play. But it does look like they're actually going to swing this here towards mid maybe, so perhaps towards Art. Where Inressa is currently waiting with a Ghost as well. And it's going to hear potentially first point of contact will be made here. And there you go. And that's going to be a kill actually. Inressa is going to get it and get out. Somehow is able to get out and survive after picking up that kill. And that's going to be kind of halt the rush in his tracks here. but it does look like they're going to get on towards the site with not a whole lot of time to spare, but it's going to be enough. Sato's going to pick up one on towards Kadoan, and Exile's going to trade that back, and Titanic finds Anchor as well. As the flash is just going to come through. It's going to be a great flash. Titanic able to pick up 2 in the round. It's going to be Wilson here now in the back. Is going to find 2 in the 1v2 here. Able to dodge that. Only has 2 bullets left here. It's going to have to spray through on towards the deep. He's not able to do so because there is going to be the cove block in the way. Is somehow able to pick up in Ressa. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. At the end of the round, it is going to be a bonus converted by the side of Quiet as they pick it up. Only 1 player remains at the end of it, but it doesn't matter. That's more than enough as Quiet's able to pick that one up. 3-0 start now for this mixed roster. You're going to see the defense is going to be set up. It's going to be another art push here. It's going to be some sheriffs, some stingers right now coming in from the side of 100 Dweebs, making their way here down towards A. And the Harbor, again, and Russ is going to be kind of pushed back here. Going to have to trade back 1, and we'll find 1 on towards Souls. And is going to try to retreat, but no, will get caught out. So Chizetta's going to come through, find a second here. This Kiddo will find that trade back, so we're now back into a 3v3 situation. Rifles have not been recovered either, so it's just going to be the Stingers and Sheriff still in the hands of the players of 100 Dweebs. Kiddo's going to drop Tron, and that's going to be Titanic picking one up as well off that flash. Anchor now, last player left in this corner with a Sheriff. And 3 to find. Going to spot 1 around the back, but Kidon will be there. And that is going to be 4 in a row now for the side of Quiet here. See the timeout now coming in from the side of 100 Dweebs. We're finally going to see some of that today, as the way you didn't see any timeouts really used in match number 1. But it does look like 100 Dweebs going to get some talking to by their coach, Altek. And they're just going to get talked through where they want to go. A lot of ultimates about to come online for them as well. They're going to be facing a couple down on the other side. You see Enresa and Titanic already at the ready with some available to them. That is going to be waiting to get things rolling here. It's finally going to be full guns on either side once again. We're going to see where they're going to take this. Wilson will have that Viper's Pit though, so assuming they can get onto the site, they'd like to be able to put that one down for the post-plant situation here. That also requires them to get out onto it. So far they've not, I mean, they've been successful in getting onto the site, at least in a couple rounds. Not a whole too much going. It does look like it's going to be towards the B side of the map here. Stars are being set up here early, and you can see the rotation. Players are going to be setting up, stacking 3B, and it looks like it's going to be an aggressive push here up towards long from the side of both teams here. Titanic, their first one up is going to be Beach Surf, finds 1. Looking to spam through the smoke. That's going to do some decent damage there. The Seekers are going to go out, going to be followed by Titanic here, making their way through. And they're going to spot these players so they know the rotate is coming. They're going to be going right into Kadoan. They're not going to check this corner. They're going to have absolutely no idea. No, he's not going to get anything out of it. Souls is going to be the late one who checks it, is able to finish that one off. So the gun, the trigger discipline there, not working out for Kadoan, who doesn't get anything out of it. And that is going to open up the site here for 100 Dweebs. They're going to get this one down. The spike is not going to, or the smoke is not going to lock everything out, but there's going to be the Viper's Pit as well for this post plant. Anchor's going to find 1 in the back. He knows that there's more back here. He's going to try to fall away, but both him and Tron will be blinded up here. You're going to have there, Titanic's going to find 1, looking to make it another there, as you're going to see the swing there, as that's going to be Exile. Finding another. Wilson will pick up Exile in response though. Now it's just going to be the 1v2 into the Viper's pit they go.
One enemy
This is gonna be when these players get spotted, and that's going to be Wilson with the 1v2 clutch. Able to spot both players in the pit and finishes them both off. And that is going to be the first round there. 100 Dweebs coming out of their timeout and doing a nice job of being able to convert that round. See the opening kill. I mean, once again, Beach Surf is going to chime in with that opening pick. He's going to take a lot of damage, though, through the spam, and is going to have to dash to get out of there. Will succeed in doing so and getting across. So that's going to be the first kill. Again, going the side of Quiet here. And Beach Surf is actually going to be okay in this back corner, so he's going to be able to stay on the site as this lockdown comes through. You're going to see the push is coming in. Souls as well. He's going for this back peek, and actually Beach Surf is going to get pulled and detained. That was a great play coming out of 100 Dweebs to be able to just detain that player in the back because they know somebody's going to be in that corner. And now Souls will end up going down. Anchor now is going to be flashing out from the back. It's going to be a 3v4 here, and the lockdown from the defenders is coming in as well. And they're all just going to walk out there basically. And now we're going to be in the post plan. Tron trying to fall away here all the way to the back. The defuse is going to be on. And they're going to have to break through the cove as well to get to it, but I don't think they're going to be able to do so in time. And that is going to be a defensive round win as they're going to get the defuse through. It was just not placed in a position where the players from 100 Dweebs were able to kind of see it, right? Because they got forced back by the Killjoy ultimate. And that is going to be a problem for them as they get forced down along, not able to see it, plus the cove. Ends up in a round win for Quad. I really like that play, though, in the back with their Killjoy ultimate. They know exactly how far they can go with it, and they know there's going to be a player stuck in that corner, so they just pull him into the detain. Very nicely played. Anchor right off the rip. He's going to pop the Seekers. So you use a couple ultimates right out of the gate because Souls as well is going to have those knives at the ready. The Seekers are going to track down a bunch of these players here, and Exile will get spotted out. So you're going to see these players. A little bit of movement here now from the defense side as they know where they are. Titanic going to be isolated here on towards A. Stars are going to come through. All the stars are going to come through, as well as the Viper. He's going to get sucked as well. Knows that they're coming. He's just trying to just stay alive and stay on the site. He's going to spot a gun barrel here, actually. There's going to be Shizade. Doesn't check that corner and goes down. I think the dog, I don't know if it hit something, it got canceled, but Souls is also going to fall, and that was the knives. So another ultimate not getting a whole lot of use out of. That's going to be, again, I mean, Anchor and Co are going to be just mollied off here, and this is going to be a bit of a problem here because that molly is going to be in a great position to prevent them from coming through. And you can see that push, and it's just going to be on Tron, and they're just going to clean house. Titanic with 3 in the round. First in the lobby, 9-1. Got that Champion's Vandal glowing. That's going to be a big round there from Quiet as they're going to pick that one up. It's going to be 6-1 now. Big early lead out of Quiet. See the weapons will be bought back in for the side of 100 Dweebs, except for Anchor. I think Anchor is going to kind of be on a bit of a on the short stick there. Gonna have to buy a sheriff into the round, so I mean, you know, somebody's gonna drop a weapon to be picked up most likely. And now it's gonna be heavy B commitment here. It's gonna be Beach Surf again, caught out in the open, I guess, there, and is gonna end up falling. That's gonna be a Viper's Pit as well. It's going down. As Kadona's gonna drop that in the middle of the site. Gonna take some damage here. It's gonna go right through and is gonna spot Souls on the other side. I don't know how that kill gets picked up, but is gonna succeed in doing so. And that's gonna lock down a good portion of this site. And that does mean that the side of 100 Dweebs is gonna be forced to rotate to the other side of the map. They cannot get through this. So off they go on that rotation. And the side of Quiet is gonna be aware of this at some point they should kind of know that, hey, there's not that much noise anymore. They're probably not here. But you can see Titanic is rotated off. So A is going to be absolutely wide open right now.
Healing over here.
So yeah, the heal's going to come through. Wilson is here just kind of like a distraction, more or less, to be like, yeah, there's still kind of a presence over here on this side of the map. Going to see Exile is going to be the last one rotating around to the other side, and there's going to be the plant, and that is going to make them realize, hey, everyone is going to be here over on A. But there you go. Exile is going to pick up one. That's going to be Anchor going down, so it's going to be a 4v3 here. Players are going to be a little late to the party. The Viper wall will also get dropped down. It's going to isolate a couple of these gunfights here.
Swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
There you go. Shizada's just going to get taken out, and that's going to be the Cove as well as going to block a lot here on the site. As everyone's just going to start body blocking. Tron, though, will find Kadoan through the smoke here, which means the defuse will get interrupted here, and someone is going to have to hop. The Cove has gone down. And that's going to be 2 players left. It's going to be Tron now, trying to just stay alive, and Tron is going to get both players at the very end and goes down to the bomb as well. But that's going to be the second round for 100 Dweebs as they pick that one up. Everybody dying in that round, but 100 Dweebs is going to come away with the round victory, and that is really what matters at the end. They're going to have the money to buy back in as well. You can see the operator as well from Beach Surf. Finally, we're going to see one of these. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone is really going to go up against it early on here. As everyone's kind of dedicating themselves over towards mid, you're going to see Titanic trying to push this one out over towards the A main side of the map. Not going to find anybody really home. The push now, and Ressa hasn't really had to see too much for a little bit, but is going to get completely spotted out and somehow gets 1 and almost 2 kills. As, I mean, Tron goes so low off of that, they just lined up basically for a double dink, and that almost worked out pretty nicely. The play there to clear worked out okay. See the push here, Tron into this corner is going to be full blind, but Exile and Titanic are both going to chime through with kills, and now that's going to leave just Wilson here with Anchor now in a 2v4 in a really awkward spot. They'll find last Exile, but they got to get to this bomb here. Titanic is going to be posted up, and it's going to just walk away slowly, so they're going to try to be able to get to the spike, be able to back out of this. They don't know the op is in play either, for the side of Beach Surf, but Beach Surf also has the knives out here. Spot as Anchor's going to go through. They are going to hear that operator, but Beach Surf is going to be there to close things out, gets both kills. The operator is known now that it's in play. But the round again going over to Quiet, 7-2 now. As Quiet is looking to build a considerable lead on this defensive half. See where they're going to decide to go, and now they know that operator's there. They know where Beach Surf normally plays, and they're going to say, all right, we're going to go elsewhere on the map. We don't really want to touch that, and for a good reason. But it's going to be Classic Rush. It's coming in right now from the side of 100 Dweebs. They're just going right in to the site. You can see Quiet just taking a smart route, evacuating the site as immediately as they just want to keep their players alive and ready to go. Kadon, first blood, finds second as well. So 2 players as well. They're down to 9 HP already, so probably just wants to try to survive as long as possible. Will get caught though, as Wilson's going to find that one. This is going to be a 3v4 on this retake. Chisato's going to spot and double dink as well on towards Inressa. Not able to trade back, but Tron finds another with a Classic. This is a lot of damage here for Classics only. Coming out of the side of 100 Dweebs. I think it was 1 Frenzy and a bunch of Classics here. Well, Tron is going to get caught out, but will get taken down. The defuse will eventually come through. And that is going to be another round on the side of Quiet. Become that a little bit closer. As you can tell, the operator will get picked up by Beach Surf to go with it. They close things out. Still, that's a good amount of damage done by the Classic, though the problem that it might be a little too late in the half. The money still heavily banked up on the side of Quiet. 100 Dweebs is going to be able to buy into this round, but if they lose this, they won't have enough going into the last round of the half. See where we're going to head next. It does look like it's going to be once again over towards A. Poor Beach Surf, he gets the operator, sees basically nobody for the duration of the half because no one wants to go anywhere near him. Titanic is going to get that flash, get the info, and is basically just going to try to back it up or try to do something here. Is going to get one, opens up on towards Souls, and is able to get out the back of the site. So is able to survive. No trade there. The spike going to go down though, but right in the middle of a molly. That's going to delay things even longer here. The Viper's Pit also out. So ultimate's being casted basically every which way here. And Ressa also going to drop down the Reckoning here. Walk right into Wilson though, as Wilson will get dropped though, so the Viper's Pit is going to fall, and now that's just going to leave a 2v2 here, make that a 2v1, as Last Exile is going to be the last player here. He's going to have to push over into the outside and will able to finish off the detained player, and at the end of the day, the dust settles. It's going to be Last Exile left, and it's going to be 9-2 now. Quiet taking a considerable lead here going into the last round of the half.
Last round in the half.
Turn out.
See where it's going to look like. They're still going to have the weaponry. I mean, a bunch of light armor as well, but there's only a couple fountains currently in the mix for this team. We're going to see, I mean, the flash will come through. It's not going to spot a whole lot here. As Beach Surf dropped that up and just kind of left it on the ground. Didn't end up picking one back up. The Seekers are going to come through and they're going to spot out. There's a bunch of players here over on this side. Kadoan not able to actually break that in time, and the attacking lockdown is going to be ready and waiting. Beach Surf is able to find one, not able to find a second in the back of the site, but Kadoan's going to come through the smoke and can actually finish the player that was picking up or getting the plant there. So the lockdown will go through. It's not going to detain anybody. It's going to be now a 2v3 retake here, and Wrestle with full utility. And the Killjoy of Last Exile is coming in with a couple of mollies as well to clear things out. Is going to find one. Souls is going to go down. They're beginning to isolate these players. That's going to be a second. Tron is going to fall. And it's now all going to be left to Chisato right now, trying to spam through. The problem is that there's going to be, I believe, I'm not sure if there's a code, but is actually able to find one. He's going to have to deal with the smoke at the very end. The fuse, though, will come through. And that's going to be the round over. Sato's able to find 3 in the round, but not the round victory, and that's a 10-2 half for Quiet. On the back of a heavy performance out of Titanic, Exile, and Kadoan, all posting double-digit kills here. You got Wilson leading the way as well for the side of 100 Dweebs, but he's just been solid. I mean, look at Titanic, has died 4 times this game in 12 rounds.
Time to mobilize my pack.
See where they're going to be taking this one. The attack inside now. Quiet. It's going to be their opportunity now to be able to work 100 Dweebs where they want to send them. Kadoan's going to break early. Souls with the Sheriff in hand. Here's the footsteps, so they should know that there's players on their way here down towards the site. Harbor Viper combination. I don't think the dog actually spotted Souls in this corner. So the cove is going to go up. And you see Souls wants to go through and is able to pick off. There goes Titanic. So there's the bomb planter. I don't know. Souls got stuck and came right back into the gun line of Kadoan. And Kadoan ends up falling there. The shots come through. Nice shot out of Souls. Not able to finish it off. Beach Surf stuck now in the 1v3 and is going to get caught from all angles. So there you go. 100 Dweebs picking up the pistol.
Now we're on the right path. Let's keep going. Hawk out.
See, that's going to be the weapons for the side 100 Dweebs, and it's going to be an opening pick as Shadow is able to pick up Kadoan and is able to fall back. You're going to see Tron able to get down some of the additional stars here as the mid control comes in from Quiet. Going to see where they decide to go. The Viper Wall is set up on here towards B, and that does look like they're looking to move a bunch of their players here. They're going to make their way into the B link. There's going to be 2 players on this side of the map right now from the side of 100 Dweebs. They're just going to go right into the spawn, it looks like. Beach Surf and Co. are on their way. The pings are coming out as well. It does look like they got spotted in this position, so they do look like they may want to fall away. You can see Souls is wrapped all the way into T spawn here as well. So the Quiet here is going to get boxed in very shortly.
30 seconds left.
Souls will find one on towards Last Exile there. And that is going to be, again, 3 players left. Gonna have to go for this rotate. They're gonna be making their way here over towards B, where Wilson is waiting with a judge in hand. Is not able to finish it off, actually. Titanic's gonna pick one up. Not able to close out another, but there's going to be Beach Surf. He's gonna grab that spike. Is going to be able to throw that down, I believe. Here, he's not going to have enough time to do so, actually. Instead, he's going to go at it with the classic and somehow picks up Shazado as well. I don't know how that happened there. Is someone going to get another out of it before dying? Somehow Souls is the only one that survives there at the end of the day, as Beach Surf finds 3. Bit of a shocker, honestly, there, as Beach Surf is able to just pick up 3 players at the very end of the classic, as well as the Spectre at the very end, but that is going to be a significant amount of damage done in the eco round to the side 100 Dweebs. You can see, look at their buy right now. They're going into rifles. They won the round, and yet you just have 1 Vandal. You have a Marshal, or actually they're gonna have 2 rifles at the end of the day. They did end up trying to buy in as much as they could into this round here, but it's going to be a bit of a problem. It's definitely not the buy that they wanted, that's for sure. Souls has that Marshal in hand. Then we need backing up a bit over here. Just going to be working around the outside right now. The only ultimate available is going to be Beach Surf's knives here this early. You're going to see the suck go in very early as well. Tron in the back is going to get stunned up.
I need a stop. Conceal me.
He's going to get mollied out as well here. We're going to see a double mollies coming through. He's going to find one. Titanic will get the plant down. So it's going to be a 4v4 on this retake. Is going to spot the player in that corner. And Tron is going to get caught out and goes down. Wilson is able to respond with 1. But Titanic in the back of the site here. Again, it's going to be an issue. And there's going to be Titanic 3 in the round. Is able to find Shazado. And that is going to be an 11th round here for Quiet. They make their way into the 11th round. You're going to see, again, probably a really rough buy coming out of the side of 100 Dweebs. Maybe like a couple armors, a couple, 1 weapon. Souls is going to have the hero rifle probably on the board. Other than that, not a whole lot to work with if you are 100 Dweebs here, as they're going to be giving up match point to the side of Quiet. You see again, the players are going to be headed their way all through A main. And there's going to be a couple here from the side of 100 Dweebs. It's going to be Anchor as well as
I've got your trail.
it's going to be Wilson as well. The Seekers are going to be through. They're going to spot that there's a few players here on this site. That's going to hit a couple as well. Wilson will get caught out with it. And with the Toxin running low, the orb is going to disappear. The players are onto the site, but they haven't actually cleared out the back because you can see all these players are still here from the side of the defense. Actually, Souls and Shazado are both going to chime in. Titanic trades out 1 here, and that's going to be 1 dead. This Beach Surf with a Smite Phantom of all weapons is looking to see what they can find. Tron is going to go down. And all of a sudden, well, now the numbers are now thinning out. Anchor's on literally 1 HP here. Souls is going to have the one rifle still in hand. Looking to see if they can do any damage.
Last player standing.
With the way everyone's positioned, probably not going to find an opportunity. Finds one. He's going to have to reload here. Looking for Beach Surf there. Finds another. Not going to be able to defuse this, though, in time, though. He's going to have to hold that. And is just going to have to try and escape. I don't know if Souls is going to get out of range in time here before the spike goes off. And will do so, actually, and stays alive. So attackers from the side of Quiet are up to 12 rounds. It's on a match point. But the rifles are going to be bought in now from the side of 100 Dweebs. Everyone's going to have the weapons they want. And now this is where they're going to have to make their stand. It's going to be 12-4 right now. But 100 Dweebs is going to have to make that stand. And the timeout is actually going to come in from Quiet here. Or excuse me, no, it's coming in from 100 Dweebs. That said attack for some reason. I don't know why, but no, it's the defender timeout coming in. 100 Dweebs trying to must rally up the troops, basically. See how they're going to kind of set up this defense. You're only going to have one ultimate available. Everyone else is going to be 2 points off of it. So not really the most accessible ultimates available to the players. I mean, you're trying to get to those orbs, but I mean, you're not going to get 2 points out of it. So you're basically hoping for a double kill to be able to get any of those ultimates online for this round, because you need to survive as long as possible. And there's going to be a bit of a bank on the other side you're going to have to chew through. So Quiet is going to have a bit to work with if they lose this round. So they're going to be okay with, you know, taking the losses. They're going to have enough to buy in. 100 Dweebs, on the other hand, will not have that luxury at all. Let's see, it's going to be a full B-long hit coming out of the side of Quiet here. They're going to be just making their way all down. But Kadoan is actually going to pick Shizato into the B link here. Souls is going to be the next one up. And the first point of contact there will be going down. And that's going to trigger rotations across the map. And that's also going to be a rotation for Quiet. You see the players are on the move. Anchor will find Kadoan, so trading that one out. You're going to see the push will coming in here on towards A. All of the everything needed. And Ressa is going to have a shorty in hand too. Trying to wait up for the short. You're going to see there, Wilson is going to delay them slightly by dropping the molly down. They're going to have to pass through that. And the reinforcements are going to arrive, but Last Exile will get that plant down here. That's going to be a spike down in the corner off to the side. Did you know Anchor is going to be going all the way around the back? They don't want to risk it here going through where Art and the Link is here over on the A side. They're all going to be wrapping around the back on towards the site. First player is going to go down. It's going to be on Ressa at point blank range. Beach Surf is going to find one. Wilson is going to find two, though. Has to find two more, unfortunately. Almost want to just throw down the Viper's Pit here to basically just provide some sort of cover, but, well, we're not going to be able to do so. Last Exile is going to come through for the finish, and it's going to be a 13-4 victory. So there you go, the lead right out of the gate, and they're going to be pretty happy about that. We are going to continue onwards. Will be
Over there.
I mean, the opening, you're going to see, a Bulldog, a couple Spectres, a Stinger right now. I don't know if Quiet is going to invest anything into this round. Probably not going to be the case here, as they're just looking to kind of take classics, and it's going to be 3 players out into showers, as they're just going to go for the straight overwhelm here. They're going to get that flash, and it's actually not going to spawn anybody somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but it didn't end up seeing anybody. Players are going to just be going through. Everyone is blind, just trying to stay awake here. As Titanic's going to find one. Beast Surf is going to find a second through the smoke. And this is kind of falling apart early on for 100 Dweebs. They're going to be down 2 players. There's going to be weapons on the ground. Souls is going to be in the site, but Souls is kind of cut off from the rest of the team and is going to sort of be forced to fall back here because there's still 5 players left. Smoke is going to come down to block this one off. It's not going to stop Souls. He's going to be up on top of the boxes here. But again, there's going to be players moving forward here from the side of Quiet. everyone with classics. Seeing where they do end up going. They are aware of where these players are, and there's going to be Souls. Finally finds a pick, and that's going to force these players back, and Rest is going to be here looking for Souls. They're going to find the dink, but not the
30
kill.
seconds left.
And Wilson is going to fall as well, so Cadone's coming all the way around the back, and is going to spot out Souls here. Everyone on the side of 100 Dweebs is incredibly low. But it's just not going to be enough, and actually they're all going to get healed up there, possibly by Anchor, as Anchor's going to get one. Skadone's going to find that one, just trying to spam with that right click here, trying to do something with it. Knows that they're just very low, but no, Souls is going to be there. 4 on the round for Souls. Each side, I mean, they're just going to start rotating around possibly of just 4 or 4, you never know. See, again, I mean, all the rifles are going to be bought in now for the defensive side. For the attackers, we're going to see, you know, the kind of hodgepodge buy right now as they're going into the bonus, trying to make it work. Exile is finally going to get that camera up, and it does look like it's going to be towards B this time. It's going to be a 3-stack as well from Quiet, as they're going to have 3 players all set up, including the Cypher setup here. See as well, Wilson looking to see if there's anybody here on the camera. Not going to spawn anything, and that flash is not going to catch anybody either. So smoke will come through. Cages are going to go down to try and just open some space up.
Cage triggered.
And we're going to see again going forward. Deadlock in play as well. They're going to get smoked off. And they're just going to kind of go for that rotate. Shadows going to be here left behind. The rest of the team is going to be cycling back around, and there's going to be nobody here. You can see Beach Surf as well as Inressa are trying to make their way back over here on towards this side of the map. The smoke will come through. Beach Surf is going to get kind of blocked off, thinking about going through that smoke, it looks like, and is going to maybe do so. No, is going to wait for the team.
Spike planted.
There you go. Giselle's going to find Titanic, but Exile's immediately going to trade back, so that's going to be the 2 players over on B trading out. And now we're into the post-plant situation here. Cadone is going to be pushed up. He's going to see nobody here. And he's going to just cut off the A main area. There's going to be a couple players here in showers, but Ressa will find Tra on the camera. Also taken down. Flash comes through, though. Beach Surf is going to hop on towards that defuse. And it's going to find Souls as well. The players are just going to run through, and that's going to be Wilson finds 1, but 2 will only be the ones dropping. So 100 Dweebs on their bonus, not able to pick it up. And that is going to be 3 staying alive from Quiet. So, I mean, decent damage done, and they still made it pretty close near the end. But Quiet is going to come away with their first round of the map. It's going to be 1-2. We're going to see the opening shots. I mean, you're going to see, again, full rifles across the board as of right now. As Souls and Co. are going to be making their way, it looks like, towards A. They started out with an early presence here on the B side, and there's going to be 3 players over there as well. I'm going to see inside the smoke here, and Ressa is going to be face-to-face with the attacking side of Wilson. Wilson just kind of waiting for someone to pop through the smoke as the smoke fades. And those is probably going to be someone there as the deadlock has been removed. So that's going to be first blood going the way of Quiet. Let's see here, Souls and Go. It looks like they're going to try and go for this. There's going to be
30
the dash
seconds
on
left.
towards the site. Souls in the back. He's going to spot one. That's going to be Last Exile going down. They didn't actually clear out Titanic, though. He's still actually here and does end up falling. So, I mean, the teleport came through. So you're going to see one. It's going to be Wilson going on that long flank here. The rest of the players on the side of Quiet are going to be stuck right now outside as they're coming through CT. Spam's coming through from Kadoan. But the smokes are going to continue to come down, and that flank is about to be lethal. All three players are back here, and that's going to be 2 dead. One left is going to have 30 HP, and he's going to have to run for the hill. So Kadoan's going to be out and gone. And that's going to be another round over to the side of 100 Dweebs as they're going to find their third. They're going to keep all the 3 rifles alive, and that's going to be a really solid start, really, coming out of this team right now. After basically getting whacked on the first map, the recovery now has been very good. See, Kadoan just going to wait this one out. And those is potentially players coming from the other side. But everyone's just going to stand still, survive, take the weapon into the next round. And we're going to see where these leads these teams as of right now. And the answer is, well, still some money on the side of Quiet. They're going to be able to buy into this, it looks like. Potentially, at least. There's some light armor, some half buys, I guess. Trying to even out some of the money, it looks like.
Here.
Meanwhile, you're going to have 3 ultimates available for the side 100 Dweebs. Defenders will have 2 as well. So there's still some stuff available to these players. Depending on where they want to go, it's going to be full rifles on the other side. Kadoan's 1 rifle and then a bunch of half buys basically into the round. Going for these ult orbs as well as Kadoan's going to successfully pick up 1.
Poison's off.
Meanwhile, it's going to be kind of a mid here push as they make their way here over towards B. It's just said it was going to be moving forward. Does have the ultimate available as well, if needed. Souls will pick up the first one towards Kadoan, and that's going to be Titanic going down as well. And that's just going to leave Last Exile on the site with a Spectre. He's going to be able to find one, so there's going to be the first, and that's going to be the Deadlock ultimate picked up. And while Last Exile is now going to get abducted, off he goes. Probably not going to be one last left for the world. Because, yeah, is going to go down. It's now all going to be on and rested with a Stinger in the back. Tron's going to be there to pick that one up, and that's going to be another attack and round.
What do they think this is? A backyard scrimmage?
We're going to see where Tron is going to open things up. Looks like it wants to pop the ultimate immediately as we're getting ready for a full gun round here. Let's see where this ends up going, possibly for the early shower control or just towards lamps to early rush. And yeah, there you go. It's going to be the early lamps as they're going to rush straight for it. Beach Surf is going to back up, is going to spot these players coming in as well. The smoke's going to go down possibly a little too late here as Anchor is able to find one on towards and rest. That Beach Surf in the back is able to tag one and is going to get distracted by the Seekers there and is going to end up falling. Kadoan is going to get caught though and forced to walk on the grenade.
Spike planted.
The Cypher ultimate is going to come through and that's going to spot. No, Tron is going to find one. Tron's going to find 2. Last Exile, Kadoan both falling at the end. And there you go, another attacking round. 400 Dweebs up to 5-1 early lead. Really solid start. And they're keeping it going too because now this is going to force Quiet on towards pistols. You're looking at potentially another round. That's going to be 6 rounds total in the half right out of the gate. And you know they're going to be happy about that one.
Get out of my way.
See again the push here towards the side. I mean, it's going to be all the players flooding their way out here towards mid with the Stingers. Souls, though, is going to find 2, and they're not even able to get the trade back. Souls is still looking to move forward. He's going to have that shorty. Will end up going down, though. So a 3v4 here as of right now, and Anchor is going to be sent very low as well. Not able to heal up because you can't heal yourself.
Spike planted.
See, the spike will now be down, and all the defenders are just coming in. I mean, you got a couple stingers, you got a sheriff, beach surf going to be working from CT. Cadone coming from the back is going to get immediately spotted out. Down he goes anyway because, you know, they have the trap as well. Last Exile will actually retrieve a Vandal and might just pick to save that instead. Beach surf with the sheriff. Not a whole lot to be able to work with here coming out of this. Is just looking for the exits, and is just going to back out of there. Will have the sheriff in hand. I guess not really what you want to carry in the next round. Yeah, will just die. Last Exile at least will have the rifle. That's going to be the timeout finally called. First one needed by Quiet as they're now down 6-1 so far. Their only round coming against the bonus. And they've not really been able to convert since on this defensive side. They will have rifles now buying into this round. And they are going to have to look to try and change something up because right now, 100 Dweebs attack in half is going extremely well. See what they decide to do, how they're going to come out of this defense. It worked for 100 Dweebs last time. They got the timeout. They came out with a plan, got the defensive round, and then that one, they didn't really get a whole lot after that. So we're going to have to see how that's going to change going forward. We'll take a look right now at the scoreboard. Kind of even actually in the top half of both sides. Souls, Chisato, each sitting at 8 each. Wilson, Tron, 2 deaths as well so far. So, I mean, they're just having a competition. Who's going to have the least amount of deaths so far?
Cage triggered.
It's going to be, I mean, the defense spread. It's going to be 3 players committed over towards A here because you will see the A main setup, and it's going to be Beach Surf going for that early pick into Chisato. You can see both players just kind of playing with fire here. Peeking around the corner, but Beach Surf will find Wilson. I don't think Chisato was aware that Wilson was behind him and ends up going down. This will be a push now over towards the other side of the map. Titanic's going to be ready, buried in this corner here. Ready for the walk through the smoke. And yeah, the reposition is going to be fantastic. Catches Chisato completely off guard. But he's also going to be caught off guard because Titanic was not ready for the player to be coming out of the site. And just kind of catches him there. So that's going to be now a 4v3 retake. Quiet will have the man advantage here. And is aware of Souls is going to be up on this box here. As you can see the tip of the gun. Because yeah, there's going to be the opening shot. Souls will fall. Now going to be Tron now. And Anchor to hold the line. And that's not going to be enough. Cadone is going to find both players at the end. And that is going to be a second round over to Quiet. So the timeout converting out into a round. They're going to be more than happy with that. They're going to maintain it. Get a couple rifles into the next round as well. And now you're going to have to try to make a dent in that giant economy of 100 Dweebs because you look at the money. 3 players capped out. They have more than enough to buy in. That is for sure.
That goes there. This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
We'll see. I mean, again, it's going to be a heavy showers push coming out of the side of 100 Dweebs early on here. Chisato's just going to go straight through, and Toronto's going to get caught, or is going to catch and rest, but Cadone will go 1-for-1 as well as Wilson trades back out. Beach Surf is going to be close point of contact, finds 1. Looking to make it 2, is not going to be able to as Tron comes out on top. Down to 30 HP though, so not a whole lot to work with now in the 2v3 here. Titanic coming in from the backside. Going to be facing a number of players. You're going to see that Tron was healed up to full HP. Is going to get caught off guard as Souls is going to pick that one up. And now it's going to be Last Exile here in the 1v3. No idea where these players are. Is going to find one. Souls will fall. But is not going to really know where these two remaining players are. We'll see the spike here. And is going to know there's actually a second player here as well. Is going to go for that spray. Catches him off. And there is going to be the orbital strike coming through. But the time has been taken over. That's going to be a little too much. Not able to do a whole lot. And that is probably going to be it for that round. It's going to be a 7th round over 200 Dweebs. I mean, quiet. They were close. But 1.3 seconds is still not going to be enough. And the attackers win. That's going to be 7-2 on the half so far. Going into round number 10. And it's looking like a commanding half, really, from the side of 100 Dweebs. They've been able to make quite a dent. And that is going to be a bit of a reset as well for Quiet. They will not have the money to fully buy back into this round. Meanwhile, on the other side, 100 Dweebs still like swimming in money, right? You got 4,500, 3,850, 3,100. Still more than enough. They're happy with what they got. They're okay with that. Especially now that we're beginning to run out of rounds in the half. And the money is not going to matter as much with how much you have banked up. You're doing. Going to be going for this early push. I mean, once again, there's just so many early presents going towards this half of the map in towards showers. You're going to see Wilson going to throw down the tripwire, and they're just going to kind of back away here. You're going to see as well Titanic heavily pushed up and will catch Anchor off guard here. So they know that there is not a whole lot of presence here on the B side because they just cleared that all out. Titanic went all the way forward. You're going to see Beach Surf going for the knives. Is going to be brought down to 70 HP now. Doesn't have any actual gun, and the knives are not able to convert. That's going to be a bit of a problem here. See, and Ressa is going to be also pushed forward, has that judge in the smoke, but the presence of the opposing team is beginning to shift away from the A site. Going over towards B here, you're going to see Tron moving up, just trying to clear some space. Souls as well is making their way around Fountain. And they're going to be walking into these players. Titanic, that is actually going to catch Souls, so they're going to have that knowledge and that information here. Molly's going to come out. Shots are going to come through. Titanic is not going to be able to convert on the shots. Is going to miss. That's going to leave last Exile here. Is going to catch one and is going to try to survive, but no, gets caught. Down he goes. The orbital strike looks like it's going to come in from Inressa here, and that is going to be another just going right through. Going to prevent as well the plant here. And this is going to be an issue actually because the plant is going to have to go down, or Inressa has to die. And is going to get abducted to close it out. So there you go. That is going to be... Oh, no, it's actually one. Wait a second. Wait, the round didn't end because didn't actually die in the cocoon. Quiet actually wins the round out of that. I didn't know that interaction worked like that, but yeah, it didn't actually count as a death. So 100 Dweebs did not actually win the round by eliminating the opposing team. They had to still plant the spike, and they didn't end up doing so. They ran out of time at the end. Okay, now I'm kind of curious. If you're on the team of the Deadlock, are you actually able to destroy the cocoon to kill the player inside? Or is that something like it's invulnerable to your side, the same way like utility of your team is not allowed to be attacked? Because if that's how that works, that's a really awkward way to go down. Because like you get it off, and you cocoon the player, and then you can't break it. Like they're basically just invulnerable for that time period. That's actually crazy.
Spike down.
And all of a sudden, well, it's all down to Shizado now. Is 100 Dweebs still kind of reeling off that round. We're going to see, I mean, there's going to be open engagements and stuff, but it's a 1v4, which is out of not a whole lot to work with here. Is going to take the shots out back towards A main, but again, just have to kind of isolate the fights, the 1v1s here. The 63 HP is not looking very favorable right now. He's going to find one, brought down to 32.
30 seconds left.
Again, 30 seconds to go. Spike not in hand, and that is going to be Beach Surf closing it out. 3 in the round for the side of Quiet as they're trying to recover this half. And I mean, a 7-5 half would be pretty good if you're the side of Quiet after the start. 100 Dweebs is going to also call their timeout here. I mean, that is a crazy interaction that I was definitely not expecting. And I mean, I don't think any of the players were really kind of expecting that interaction either, based on the chat response that we just saw. 100 Dweebs is going to get this timeout going into the last round of the half. They're still going to have money to buy into this. I mean, 8,500 on Wilson is more than enough. That's for sure. As I mean, Anchor can probably just buy armor and everything because Wilson will be able to buy into the round for him. But that is going to be everyone wrapping up and getting ready to go.
Let's go.
We're going to see everything wrapped up. It's going to be full rifles. Kadoan is going to have a judge, though. And it's going to be playing close quarters in the Viper's pit as well. So that's going to block off a good portion of A site. And that will cause 100 Dweebs to have to divert here over towards B. We're going to see the movement as well. They want to probe this Viper's pit a little bit, it looks like, based on where Souls is stacked up over here, along with Chisada. They're thinking about it here. They're like, oh, do we want to go into this? And I mean, they're considering it here, but no, they're probably going to end up backing away for the time being, because Kadoan has a judge in there, and that is not something you want to walk into, that's for sure. Promise though, this also stacked up 3 players here over towards B, and I would kind of like to see 100 Dweebs just wrap showers, because that, I mean, you go right around the pit, you don't have to worry too much about it. But it does look like they are going to head towards Hookah here, clearing things out slowly one at a time, just get that utility down as well. Not able to spot the player back site though, so that is going to be Titanic in the back of the site, is going to be remain invisible basically until that flash goes out. Seekers as well. There's going to be ultimates galore used. You're going to have the Neuralink available to both teams as well. Going to see where this player is going to go, and they're actually going to be going right towards the Viper's pit here. They're going to go straight through this here, and that's going to be the judge. Thank you very much. Kadoan just says thank you for the spike. 14 seconds left is a problem here, because there's just no time. And Kadoan's actually going to drop Anchor as well, who dies to, well, I mean, it was the Molly basically now, and it's all going to be on Wilson on the backside. And that's going to be it. 7-5 is going to be the half. And if you're quiet, you're pretty happy with that scoreline after losing 7 rounds. Yeah, it was 6 rounds. It was 6-1 at one point. And be able to recover this half to 7-5 is something that Quiet is probably pretty happy with. You're going to see pistol round once again. The Sheriff bought out on Souls once again. Something we've been seeing a lot of. I mean, the Jets really just like that Sheriff. And being able to just go for those one taps. Something I would never do, but I also can't aim.
Watch and learn.
See where Quiet's going to go on their first attacking round. It looks like, I mean, the heavy showers presence. You don't see 100 Dweebs contesting this really. Souls is going to be here, kind of just looking around, paying attention. Anchor is going to be on the site, going to be smoked off though, and is probably going to get cleared out by the dog. But Souls is going to just take the one tap, puts a bullet in Last Exile's head. Looking to do a second as well to Kadoan, as Kadoan is going to get very low here. Is just taking the shot. Souls is so very low. But right now it's all going to be on Chisado, just stuck on the other side of the map. Has to come through the teleporter in the 1v2 right now. Is going to wall off bathrooms now. And headed straight for the mid area. Spike is going to go down though. It's going to be on the other side, I believe. And that's going to be Kadoan as well. Has the Sheriff, so it's going to be a long way here for Chisado to go. Who will get spotted out. Has a Ghost now, so upgraded at least a little bit in terms of weaponry. Isn't going to know where the second player is though. Probably got the info that at least Kadoan is low. Is going to actually spot one, but no, will get taken down by Inressa, who's going to recover that Sheriff too probably. And that is going to be the round won by Quiet. So again, Quiet looking to even this one up and tie up the map right now. 7-6. Winning the pistol is going to get that upgraded weaponry and everything that they want. On the other side, 100 Dweebs probably not going to invest a whole lot in the round. I mean, Classics, you saw in the first half. The Classics did so much damage. The push up B long right now. You can see Chisato is going to be up close, probably with a shorty in hand. As you can see, maybe the players are going to pop through the smoke into the waiting arms of that shotgun, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case as of right now. Everyone's going to hold their ground, and they're going to just stay where they are. You're going to see the net closing as well. You can see where Souls is in the back. Is going to get caught, though, and down goes one.
Smoke's down.
Sato is going to get caught as well, so Tron in the back of the site is going to get smoked off as well. And everybody on the site is out. Wilson gets two somehow with two shorty shots, finds 2 kills. And that is probably going to be it for the round, but still, that was incredible there to be able to get that. Both players in that situation.
Right here. Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining.
It's going to be
Last
1 and
player
Tron
standing.
somehow finds 2.
Stim beacon down.
They just collateral lined up or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what happened there.
Out of
But the
charge.
Classics doing a gazillion damage here, it seems like, with the shorties. Tron, though, has absolutely zero clue where Titanic is coming from. The Titanic is just saying, hello, I'm right here. And Tron goes down and just says, yep, hi. And that is going to be tied up now. Quiet is going to be tied with 100 Dweebs 7-7 here as we go into the bonus round. Only one player stayed alive, though, and that's going to be Titanic. So only the judge carried in this round, and the rest are going to have to purchase back in.
They've got nerve. Smoke's down.
You're going to see, again, it's going to be a heavy push here towards the A site. You're going to see Wilson on the camera trying to just spot out anything. No one's come through the smoke yet. And you can see the shower players rotating around as well. Sato, though, knows that these players have not moved off of A because you can see all the way out towards B as of right now is going on that extended flank. These players are now going to make their way into the site. Beach Surf first in with that SMG in hand. Knows that the tripwire was there as well, so you can see the push coming in. And Exile is going to find one, so there's going to be a rifle handed over as Tron goes down. Sato again going all the way around. The Soul's going to line up too with the Vandal there. Just get pops 2 headshots there. It's now going to be in a 3v3. One player's going on the extended flank still, but that's going to be spotted out because
Last
Cypher
player
is going to come through, but Chisato's going to find 2. The flank is going to be absolutely massive out of the showers, and that's going to be 3 players found by Chisato to win the round 8-7 for 100 Dweebs
Returning to post.
as they're able to convert, and that is going to make Quiet rather broke, I believe, here. No, actually, I lied. I completely lied. They have money to buy in this round. Okay, I thought they were kind of broke because it was the bonus, but no, that's not the case. They all bought it back into the bonus, and we're okay. So it's going to be 100 Dweebs, actually. That's going to be hurting a bit for money here. They are not going to have fully enough. It's going to be a Bulldog on the board. As we're going to see where we're going. A few ultimates are going to be available as well to consider, and Ressa and Titanic also have their ultimates available. You're going to have the Deadlock ultimate as well, although after the last time that we saw things that they're going to be a little more hesitant, I think, in using that. But again, they're also not on the attack, so you don't need to plant the spike in this case, so you're good to go. Meanwhile, you're going to see these setups. It's going to be some mid presence here, some B-side pushing coming from side of Quiet. And it does look like the ultimate from Deadlock is going to miss, because everyone's going to back out and get out of the way. But you are going to see the position of Soul so far in the back here. It's going to catch these players from behind, it looks like. Everyone's going to be running. Soul's going to hear all of this. And is going to be able to just walk out. And I don't know if Spotted. No, Titanic is going to pick that one up. I don't know how that happened. The Souls gets caught on what was seemed like a perfect opportunity. And is not able to do so. Instead, gets taken down. It's going to be a 3v5 retake here now. Wilson's going to go through the cage. You're going to see the flash will come through and ends up just picking off the head of Tron. Chisato's going to find one in return, but not a whole lot else to be found. Is going to get caught through the smoke, and it's going to be Wilson now in the 1v4. And this is just not a winnable scenario with the defuse having to come through. And was going to get some damage done, but that's going to be just about it. Not able to find anything else, and everyone evacuates. So Quiet tied things up once again, 8-8. You're seeing where the players are going to work their way next. And Chisato's going to disconnect for the second time in the game. Doesn't happen that often, it turns out, in this side when it's on stream, but it happens all the time elsewhere.
Yes, this should do.
Wilson's going to get a nice camera set up all the way up top. And it does look like it's going to be an early B presence once again out of Quiet. There has been a whole lot of fighting going down towards B long. This might be one of the first ones that happens. You're going to see Souls with the knives out, looking to try and push this one. But Kadoan is going to pick early pick, and down goes Souls as well. So the kills are not going their way. I mean, they're on the pistols here, but the early aggression not amounting to too much. Beach Surf is going to remove Anchor as well. It's going to leave Tron and Wilson now left in a 2v5. Tron all to do on the B site, and probably not going to be long for the world here right now as the shots will come through. Is going to get brought down relatively weak. Is going to actually find one on towards B Surf, so that's going to be pretty nice, but no, will go down. The next player in is going to be Wilson. He finds one with a classic. So 2 players down at the cost of what I think it was a single frenzy. Not too bad for the classics out of 100 Dweebs, but 3 rifles again carried over. Plenty of money on the side of Quiet. And now 100 Dweebs has to start winning these rounds to get back into this game.
Kill them. Toxins going up.
You're going to see it's going to be the early A push. The showers with the spike as well is going to be a bit of a situation here. As you're going to see Chisato is going to be forced to block that one off. The health on that on the blockade is honestly insane. So it is going to be a while before the showers players are going to be able to rejoin the fight here. The nade is going to go through. No one's going to be home though, and that is going to be forced the player back and out off of the site. Chisato though will end up making those early dinks and pings, get brought down to 4 HP though, and is going to have to back up. And you're going to see the players from Quiet are retreating here. Possibly thinking of going around. So you're going to see there's actually 3 players still here over on the side of the map.
Camera taken out.
Wilson looking for the spam potential here.
They found my
Let's go
wire.
right through the wall. Souls is going to start pushing all the way out B long as well. Might get an incredible timing here. And no, actually will not. Kidon though is going to pick Chisato. And this means that Souls is going to be here over towards long. Finds one. That wasn't the spike either. But doesn't know exactly, but should know the players are pouring out into the site here. It's going to just be spammed through, but is going to find the spike planner actually, who was not playing inside. That was Titanic, who was outside the pit at the time. Kadon though will get this one down just in time. Tron's going to find another, and it's all going to be down on Kadon all of a sudden, who's going to end up going down in the 1v4, and that is going to be another round. 200 Dweebs as we continue to go back and forth here. This is now going to be 9-9. As everyone's just trading out some rounds here for the time being. But there you go. Things are all going to be tied up. Quiet is going to have enough money to buy back into this round, and they will probably have enough for the next round as well, but both teams still have some money in the bank for a round after this, so it's going to be rifle rounds for a couple. Wilson with the Ares once again.
Listening.
We're going to see it is going to be early B aggression coming out of the side of Quiet. You're going to see Anchor here. Gonna push out down towards long. Sends out the flash. is going to not spot anybody somehow. Everyone avoided that flash, I suppose. And there's going to be all these players gathered here in A long. Anchor is going to have everything to do in a kind of a one and done spot too here. It's going to flash over the top and is going to spot these players, so they should know this. And Chisato's also clearing out showers, so they're kind of aware that there's not that many players over on the A side, or at least not spread out across the map here. But they're beginning to kind of move around. You can see Exile kind of checking out towards mid, seeing if there's anyone here. There's going to be a player. It's going to be Souls, very closely set up here on this window here into Hookah. And Beach Surf finds Anchor, so the one and done is going to be through. And Souls is going to find Exile here. He's going to find one, gets immediately traded out though by Titanic. And they're all the way back into the back spawn. Beach Surf finds second. I mean, looking, it's going to be a 3v2 here. As Wilson and Chisato coming in are going to be mowed off though. So they're going to have to wait a little bit here as the spike has been planted. See, and Ressa will be going around the back, and it will be spotted out. It's going to be Wilson. Kind of knows this player's elbows here, but they're going to have to get on the move at some point.
One enemy remaining.
Well, Chisato's finally going to reconnect, finally get back into the game. As going to just have to retreat as a result of that in the 1v3.
Blocking movement.
A little bit unfortunate timing on that reconnect, but that's going to be a 10th round over to Quiet. Gonna see, yeah, Quiet gonna stack back into this. 100 Dweebs still gonna have the money to buy into this round, but they will not have money probably to buy into the next, as they're beginning to run pretty low. Quiet still gonna have that bank available to them as of right now.
This goes here.
So we're gonna see where these players are gonna head their way. Anchor send out the early flash, gonna spot nobody there, so Souls is gonna be given the opportunity to push forward along with Anchor here. But now it's going to be on the rest of their team to be able to hold the line. Wilson is going to be spamming some shots in towards mid.
Cage triggered.
And they're going to know that this is there. But, I mean, the problem, though, is that Souls is going to be held up on the other side of the map. They're going to be here waiting for rotation potentially. But, I mean, these players might... That's going to require this team to actually go back and rotate off of the site. Right now, everyone is ready and waiting here. Nobody is going to move a muscle. Camera will get picked off, though, so that's going to be early. And the Seekers, as well, are going to get sent out. So the Seekers working their way around the map. As Wilson is going to get concussed in the back. And here comes the execute. Kadoan is going to go right through. Looking to see if there's going to be anything in the back, and is going to miss the shots on Wilson. Wilson's going to get that in the neural theft. So that's going to pick off the location of most of these players. And Chisato's going to find last Exile as well. Positions, though, and Rest is going to find two, though, on their way over towards B. I think just caught both these players off guard somehow. And that is going to be a spike plant. As Tron's going to find one with the molly, but Beach Surf is going to trade back immediately. So Wilson going for the spam. The orbital strike is going to come through as well. And now it's all going to be on Inressa here in the 1v2. Someone's going to come through, and that is going to be the side of Wilson. Picks that one up. Tron's going to get the defuse. That is going to be 10-10. We are tied up once again.
Sorry to spoil the party.
We all tied up once again. Side of Quiet does look like they're going to have enough to buy into this one. And they're going to have enough to buy Kadoan as well. On the other side, you're going to see 100 Dweebs buying up as both teams are beginning to kind of run low a little bit on money. I do believe Quiet will have another round after this. If they do end up losing, they will be able to buy back into things. for the time being, we are going to continue onwards. It's going to be a relatively spread default, actually, coming from the side of Quiet on this attack round. As you're going to see, they're just scoping out all the possible angles here. You're going to see Beach Surface going to be peeking in towards Hookah. There's going to be several players pushed up in mid. It's going to be Titanic. Going to be set up there. And in Rest is going to be the first pick on towards Souls. Catches that player pushing down long. And that is not actually going to trigger much of a reaction here, it looks like. Most of these players are content to just kind of stand still. They lost a player, but that was just kind of like their lurk, their aggressive kind of feeling out, etc., etc. Chisetta will also get spotted all the way in the back, so we're going to see where they do end up wanting to go with it. Is going to be firing some shots in towards the smoke, and we'll catch one, I believe. Oops. So definitely didn't want that, that's for sure. Is not actually going to be allowed to pass through their own wall, so that one's a little awkward. Spike is going to be on the site, though, as already the players from Quiet are in. They're going to get everything down, and that is going to be now the post-plant situation. 5v4 here. Getting ready to go. The Sky Dog is going to come through. Anchor is going to spot one player inside of Lamps. Falling out all the regular positions here if possible. And find catch on towards Kadoma. No, Kadoma's going to come out on top. Beach Surf will get flashed. They're going to be on the spike. And that's going to be the player gone. Looking to make it 2 here.
One enemy remaining.
As it's all just going to be on Chisada with no HP. An 11th round is going to be found by the side of Quiet.
No more doubts. We're ready. Right here.
Timeout will be coming through, though, from the side of 100 Dweebs, as they're going to use their 4th timeout now, the 2nd timeout of the map. You get 1 per half, so they're going to use theirs here. They're getting ready to set up in a defensive position, but they don't have money. They have $2,000 basically. It's kind of like your $3,000 probably your average across the board right now, and that is not going to be enough to buy into this round. So here is going to be them trying to talk things out. Honestly, you probably could have waited until after this to get the timeout, because you're going to be on eco here. You're going to probably allow Quiet to get to match point, and then you're going to have to buy in with the weaponry, because buying in here, if you're trying to avoid OT, it's probably not going to be the most ideal. You're not going to have a good weaponry here, and if you lose, you're not going to have good weaponry in the next round either. But it does look like they're going to commit. I saw a Vandal, but it looks like it's just going to be back to, you know, just standard weapons or whatever. You're going to have enough to buy into the last round. Going to be very split as well on the defense. Yeah, a couple classics and stuff all the way in the back, and you can see these players all grouped up right now outside of B long. The flash play again out in towards mid. Not going to find anybody, and this camera will immediately be destroyed by Titanic, who, I mean, clears it, immediately leaves. So all these players now, you're going to have Anchor holding on towards B. The rest of the players swinging their way towards A, and you can see that Tron's thinking about leaving here. Tron doesn't really want to hang around or thinking of moving. The Anchor is going to see absolutely nobody. All these players are just going to explode out long. And there's going to be nothing that can really stop them. There you go. The smoke as well. There goes everybody just flying forward here. And Tron is going to get stuck in the back. Gets one out somehow. I really don't know how Tron got that one. But now these players are in the back, and actually they're not even on towards the site, so that's going to make things a little bit awkward here. But Titanic is able to find one. The spam coming through. They're able to find another, and knows that this player is all the way in the back here, and they're going to find Wilson as well. It's all going to be on Chisada with a classic in hand, and it's going to be spamming at close range. They're just going to be dealing with Titanic here. It's not going to be a whole lot to be able to work with, because now they're off to the other side of the map. They're going to pick up a little bit there.
Spike planted.
And well, that's going to be it. They're going to try to talk things out. Kind of take a timeout, more or less, just by keeping Shisado alive here, because they are going to be able to talk things how they want the next round to go. And just spend this time figuring those details out. Sato sees a tripwire and just goes, I don't know about that one. Gonna be nobody though on this side of the map. And they're gonna be headed back over to the other side. Sprint for it at that point. Anyone can kind of hear you. Trying to do a little bit of damage at the Varium, but is not successful in doing so. And that is going to be 12th round match point found by Quiet. There you go. Guns for everybody. Rifles for everybody. Everyone's going to be on the board now. Couple ultimates on either side as well. Beach Surf is going to have the knives. Kidone's going to have the Viper's Pit. So if they get onto the site, it's going to be perfect. On the other side, Chisato is going to have that ultimate as well as Soul. So knives and the abduction. I mean, I know it's not the official name, but I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to call it the abduction anyway, because that's basically what it is. And you're going to see now, very spread out. You're going to have Titanic taking the fight here over towards Showers here. So there's going to be no one really there. This Chisato's going to pop down the barrier and fall back. Meanwhile, the flashes are going in right now out of hookah here.
Right here.
So again, Souls and Anchor are just continuously making this push here. And Ressa looks like going to go for this peak. There's going to be nobody there anymore, so that's going to allow these players to move up. And Titanic is still being a nuisance on towards A, but you can see there's 3 players here over towards B now. As that flash comes in, it's going to catch, I believe it was probably Wilson. You're going to see, and Ressa is going to move forward. And the smokes are going to go down. They're probably going to do that same play where they're going to put the smokes down and then wrap their way in towards, okay, well, they were going to wrap their way in towards Elbow was probably the chance. But no, there's going to be the quick rotate now. And it's, the hold is going to come through. It's Chisato is going to, well, they picks up one with the ultimate, but they get broken almost immediately. The Viper's Pit is going to be out. They're all going to line up here. Chisato just mows them down. Kadone, though, is going to pop out and is going to try to survive, but no, the Viper's Pit is going to drop. That was the spike as well, actually. And now this is really awkward 2v2 here. Chisato and Anchor is going to mow both players down at the end. 3 in the round. And that is going to be 100 Dweebs hanging on to force a final deciding round here for the map. It's going to be, I mean, early on, Anchor going to be spotted with those flashes and no one is going to be found. So this does reveal that, well, probably going to be over towards A. And Kadone is going to get a lot of space here. Lamps is completely empty here. There's nobody around except for now. You're going to see the trap going up here. And Kadone is going to walk right past this and go right into Wilson. Removes Wilson from the round. Chisato will trade back, though. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 here. Beach Surf is going to go on the retreat. You can see the push now coming in on the other side of the map. Souls is going to be here with the knives at the ready. But the push is on its way, and Souls is going to go hunting here down towards long. Might be able to find something. Is going to hear the shots, as Rest is going to find one. Is not going to be able to find on towards Titanic. So there's going to be a weapon upgrade as well. 3v3 situation here. Beach Surf is going to be coming in kind of late, and they do know this player is going to be down here towards long, so they might go for a safer plant here in the back.
Spike planted. My ult's ready. Smokes down right here.
You're going to be able to get the smokes down as well. Going to be try to stay alive, and Ressa wants to be able to survive long enough to be able to get the ultimate down as well. Is going to spot this player over here, and it's going to be Souls. Souls is going to come out on top here. It's going to be a 2v2. As Beach Surf is able to pick off Chisato, Tron's able to find one. It's all going to be on Last Exile versus Souls here for the map, and it's going to be Last Exile coming out on top with the 1v2 to close the game. 13-11.